Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a review on this little tool right here. This is the Screwpop tool sent by a user here on YouTube who I believe is the owner of the company that makes these. And he sent them out to a couple of YouTube knife reviewers and gear reviewers just to, give their own perspective on this little tool. It's called the Screwpop, and this has 4 functions. You got a Phillips driver here, a flathead driver when you flip the bit over. It's in a hex driver. That's the second one. The third one is the bottle opener on the back. Obviously, you put this under your cap and pop your tops off. And the last utility is a driver here. This can be used for any standard 1/4-inch bits. Now, this tool, I think, it's very well made. Let's just go into the construction first, I guess. The construction is zinc alloy, which I think is durable enough. I mean, you're not going to be using this as, in place of a normal screwdriver, but this will be on your keychain when you need it to do those, occasional screwing tasks, the light-duty ones. So that's all good. And so you can tell here by the finish, though, it's not the best finish I've seen, but considering the price, it's actually pretty good looking of a tool. The bit here is made out of tool steel, so it's coated with this black stuff. The way that the bit stays in the hex driver here is via a little piece of metal. This little metal bearing here, which is, I think, seated on top of a spring. So, it maintains constant pressure against the side of the driver here, and it doesn't come out. So that's good. When you're using it, I tend to put it in my hand sort of like this, or with this. I haven't used this too much, but I've used it a few times, and I carried it for about, I think, 2-3 weeks. I got this a while ago, and I found that it really wasn't for me. That's because I personally don't do too much involving. I don't drink, and I also don't really screw a lot of stuff. I'm underage. I can't drink yet, and I don't really find a lot of circumstances where I have to screw stuff. So, the selection of tools here is really based on the person. And if you drink a lot, like to have a beer when you get home, or if you have a job or you're a handyman or something, you do a lot of screwing, that's good. That would make a good tool for you. Some stuff that I noticed about this tool that, it's ergonomic to use, definitely. And some things I noticed about this tool that maybe a couple people haven't mentioned yet is, one is that you can actually, if you can't get enough torque, you can actually use something like, like this as a handle extender. Basically, you can just use this to help you unscrew and just have a bigger handle, allow you to have more torque, because your radius will be larger, your torque will be higher. That's more force you're putting on the screw. Even you could probably do this with a pen if it's not too serious of a job. It's not too hard. You probably won't damage your pen. Another thing you can actually use this for, besides the four utilities mentioned, is actually a self-defense tool. It's kind of going to be hard if you have it on a set of keys, but if you have it independent by itself, just sitting at the bottom of your pocket, just slip your hand into your pocket, grab this out sort of like this, and you can just punch with it. And this actually is pretty nice. I've actually used it a couple times to cut through tape. This tape is already cut. I would put some tape here and cut it for you. But trust me, if you have tape up here, I found that you can just bring the Screwpop tool and just use this flathead and use the point and actually cut with it. I think I saw somebody else mention this too, and I think that's a pretty good idea. So it's an emergency cutting tool. It's nowhere near even sharp, but it's good enough at busting something. You're not really important. You don't really need something too sharp, like a piece of tape. You can just kind of slice through that. People use keys for that kind of thing. The Screwpop would definitely work better than some keys. There's one more thing I wanted to say about the tool. I don't really remember. Anyway, some more information. You can see the logo, I don't know, but it's right here embossed. and you can see around here it says www.screwpoptool.com. I'm not sure what it says over here. I can't read it, but this is Chinese made. The last thing, oh yes, it's Chinese made. You can see right here. The price point on these is $5. In that price range, at $5, I don't think you can beat it. But I think if you double the price with $10, you can get something with a lot more utility. However, those tools won't do the same task as this will, nearly with as much efficiency. Here's an example. The Wenger Esquire, you can get one of these for about $7 on eBay. Just a dollar more on this. And while you're going to be getting cutting more tools in total, you know, the toothpick, tweezers, knife blades, scissors, screwdriver, whatever, your screwdriver is going to be nowhere near this, and you're not going to have the modular capability of putting in whatever bit you want. And it doesn't do any of the tasks quite as well as this probably will open bottles just as well as a full-size bottle opener, and it'll screw, you know, with 90% of the strength. And this is not very far behind. Like, you can't really cut too much stuff with this. Can't cut too well with the scissors. I mean, look how short they are. So, you know, with these small tools, you're giving us some utility, but this is the best at a task, I guess, in a small multi-tool you'll find. This is just for a little size comparison too. You can see how big it is. It's a little bit hard to get on your keychain, which is not a big problem. And it's very portable, it's very light, and it's a very useful tool if you have a need for it. If you want something, I guess, less committal, something you can, you know, be more flexible with, you know, go for a Leatherman squirt or, you know, a little Swiss Army knife like this. But if you know what you're going to be needing to do and you face these kind of tasks often, definitely get one of these. At $5 is a bargain. And even if you have a ton of other small multi-tools, it's worth trying this one out. So it also make a great holiday gift, right? All right. Thanks for watching. See you guys later, and more videos to come soon. Bye.